Hello, plant community. Thanks for tuning into Full of Foliage. Pam's here creating a safe space, showing lots of grace, sharing a lot of plant care, plant hauls, planty crafts, and the occasional shopping trips. Join me so that we can become planty friends, have fun, and possibly learn and grow. Hey guys, I have a secret. Come close. Come closer. That's it. The secret is, you guys, I finally got on the bus. The bus, what bus you say? I say the Anthurium bus. I finally got on this bus. It took me such a long time to get on the bus for various reasons that we'll discuss a little bit later, but I'm on the bus now and I am loving anthuriums. I'm learning more about anthuriums, and so I can relate to all of you that collect these anthuriums throughout your collection. So today is a very small collection that I have, but I thought it'd be a fun video to rank my anthuriums from to just and if this seems like something that you are interested in, please show support by giving big thumbs up, checking to double check and check that you have subscribed, and share if you feel that this would benefit someone that you know that's a part of your plant community. So yeah, let's just dive right in. Okay, you guys, so really quick before I start showing you, I have a total of 7, and honestly, there's a lot of reasons. It was a few reasons why it took me so long to actually get on the Anthurium bus. And I mean, in the very beginning of my plant journey, just learning about plants in general can be quite overwhelming. And I thought that this particular species can be extremely intimidating, which I still feel that at some point, depending on the plant type, it very well can be. And so I didn't really want to jump into that plant species without having some form of a understanding about how to grow them, because honestly, I've seen a lot of you guys have these anthuriums in your cabinets, and they need to be blessed with light. Humidity is a game changer and things like that. And I was like, oh, it just reminded me of the calatheas that I'm not able to grow, and I didn't want to add extra stresses to my life. But I am coming across certain anthuriums that work well in my growing environment. I don't have a cabinet, and that's not my thing that I want to do. I don't want to have a cabinet. As of today, who knows, maybe a year from now, I may change my mind, say, hey, I can come up with creative ways to display it. But as for right now, that's just not my thing. And so I was trying to come across anthuriums that would do well out of a cabinet in um, I guess, average humidity, if one would say. And, I came across some, am I struggling? Am I loving? So that's what this video is about, is just ranking, I guess, my love for them. Like, which one that I can, to the one so let's jump in with number 7. And I've shared this plant with y'all before, and I'm so sad, but I'm going to show y'all for what it is. And that's my Anthurium Big Red Bird. This plant, okay, this leaf right here, as you can see, is no more. And I'll cut this stem. Now, when I first got her, her leaves was like maybe the width of my face. And it was also reddish in hue. Now, I have not been able to maintain the redness, and maybe I'm not giving her enough light, but I can't do anything beyond bringing her in here. Now, initially, this is my old girly right here. I've had her for a few years now, and if y'all been with me, my OG people, y'all seen when I actually had her in the pot and how I was growing her in a plastic bag, which she seemed to be loving it. And then I changed the substrate a little bit. I don't know the reason why I did that, and it could have been more of a me thing instead of a her thing. But over the years, I felt like she's not doing it for me. And it's not because she doesn't look the best, because I really like her hanging in this thing, which I do need to get her out. And that may be another video for another day. Because you see, look at that. Her roots are like wild in here. And all I have in here is moss. So I know that when I do take her out, it's going to be a beast or a challenge. At least I hope not. I'll see. But, and also there may be some casualties because these two baby leaves decided to grow out of this hole, which I think is cute, but I do have to bust her out of this pot. She has another one that she's growing out right here. And this one was the leaf that grew, even though she has a few spots in yellow, but she's not, I don't know. I think I'm not keeping this moss as wet as I need to, which could be the reason why she's yellowing, or maybe I'm wetting it too much, considering that we are now in the down time. This was my last attempt, honestly, to see if I could recreate the love that I had once had for her, and that was the reason why I put her in this contraption, so to speak. And I don't know, she's just not doing it for me. And let me be clear out there in the plant community, you guys, it's not because she's not thriving. I can have a plant that's not thriving at all or been giving me problems, but for some reason I still hold on to that plant because I love it so. So the aesthetics of it has nothing to do with it. It actually has to do with the joy of what the plant is bringing me, or I don't know, just some connection. And right now, she just is not connecting with me. And so that's why she's number 7. And I'm so sorry because she's my oldest one, which is crazy. Now, this next one really speaks to troubling times, but still holding on. Never deciding to chuck her, even though there's been many a times in my mind of chucking this plant out the window. And y'all already know which one it is because I've shared that emotion and that feeling so many times on this channel. But she is trying to come back and trying to earn her worth in my collection. And that is my Anthurium pallidiflorum. You guys, now, you know, she got to be number 6 because one, I love this plant. And even with her raggly, you see this raggly edges that she was giving me. And this is like 3 years right here, you guys, this raggly edge. And then now, almost in the 5th year, she wants to try to give me pretty leaves. The nerve of you after all that I've been through with you. And she's finally, you know, I don't know, but she's finally coming into her own. I wanted this plant so much, and I'd be so envious of people, you guys out there in plant world, of the ones that just grow them all long down to the floor. And I'm like, what the heck? But maybe it's me, and it could be my environment, and I'm okay with that. You know, I really wish I knew that there was a narrow form as well as a wide form. I think I prefer the wide form a little bit better, but of course we always prefer the things that we don't have, right? Isn't that coincidental? I think it is. But yeah, but this, so far, this is the latest leaf that she's given me, and I feel like she's trying to mature a little bit because I think the maturity also shows in the petiole. See how long it is? When they start actually coming out like this, I think game changer. And thanks to you, one of you recommended that I move her out of here. And did I have her in here? I think at one time I did have her in here. And one of you guys shared with me and said, hey, try changing her lighting. And I changed her lighting, so she's actually growing in my bedroom right now, several feet on the opposite side actually of the room from where a window is. And I can't remember what directional face the window is, but it's getting more like that midday afternoon light. And since I put her in there, she did give me this beautiful leaf right here. She was already developing this leaf here. So, you know, I'm happy if I'm able to get multiple of this. And I don't know if over time, if she will still crisp up. I do feel like it may be a humidity issue for this particular plant. But again, I'm just not going to boost up my humidity any more than I already have when I have such a large collection. I'm not doing that for one plant, no matter how much I love her, but she's number 6. Number 5, you guys, is an Anthurium I don't even think I've shared with you guys on this channel, but I've gotten her sometime in June, and she was just a small 2-inch planter, and this is my Anthurium Michelle. This is the latest leaf so far. She hasn't hardened off yet, so I'm assuming that she's still trying to grow. And I don't, well, yeah, I was going to say, I don't know, did I show y'all this? I feel like I showed y'all this plant sometime soon, earlier, but I want to share with you, I have her growing in this contraption, which is layer of leca, pon, and then moss topped up. As you can see, she got some healthy roots going on, and it won't be long before I have to upgrade her. This has been my learning curve of me growing anthuriums. I think that they are starting to really adapt well or grow well in my conditions. I'm sorry, I'm looking at, may have to give her a spray down. I'm not sure. What is that? Yeah, I'll just wipe her leaves just to be on the safe side. I see something white on the back. I don't know what that's about. But she's such a beautiful plant. I want to dive in because I feel like some of them kind of will look like this. And that was one of the things too, you guys, honestly, from my perspective, that took me so long to actually get on the Anthurium bus, is that I felt like a lot of these Anthuriums kind of look the same. And I could be wrong, you know, I don't have that cat eye as far as the difference between all of them, but I am starting to love or notice slightly like subtle changes with the leaf shape, as well as that silver veination in between. Some are more pronounced than others. Some are slightly like striking. Some are, you know, the green is darker. So I can see small contrast. And so I'm going to try my best when I purchase these, but I'm looking right now, and I don't think I did a good job with trying to make sure that I get something that kind of like look different. But these plants, I just love the style of them, if that makes sense, how they grow. This is just such a beautiful plant. So I'm hoping that I can grow her and, you know, she can develop big leaves. Number 4. I love strappy anthuriums. I just want to try them all. And this is just one that I picked out because I got sick and tired of waiting for my pallidiflorum to act right. And so when I saw this plant, I said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and buy it and cross my fingers. If Pally doesn't make it, then maybe she will. And this is my Anthurium vitiflorum. And I gotta say, she is beautiful plant. She really has not, honestly, she has not given me any problems at all. This is the latest leaf, and she's not finished widening off yet and, you know, doing what they do. She is just an extreme small grower for me. I had her in this room here, and when you guys recommended that, I'm sorry about the light too. It's just a very cast over dreary day outside. I'm trying my best. Lost my train of thought. When one of y'all started to say to move the pallidiflorum, I decided to move her as well. And so I took her out of here as well. She is not in my bedroom. She is in my dining room, you guys. Maybe I'll show y'all a quick B-roll as far as where I have her at. And she's getting very, I gotta say, medium bright light from my Sansi light. And so far, this is the leaf that she's given me since I moved her. So the good part about it is, since I moved her out of this room that has about 8 windows in here, my main concern was whether or not if she would adapt well to the sudden change that I put her through. And she did. She just didn't grow for me for some time, but she did not drop any of her leaves. And so I'm really grateful for that. She is really beautiful. The only thing that that's kind of crazy, and I'm hoping that that changes once she gets more growth, is that this gap situation right here I'm not fond of. So I kind of wish the strappiness would start, like going in the front. I think that would be more aesthetically pleasing to me. But we all can't have what we want, right? Now, plant number 3. This plant is a beautiful plant, you guys. And I don't know what's going on. I think something's eating on her, but I've ranked her as number 3 because I do love her so. And that is my Anthurium. What are you? What are you? Crystallinum. Guys, these names. I really got to start putting my tags back into the plant. But I love this. The shape of the leaf. It's elongated and it's heart shaped, but it's elongated. Got the silver, like satin, and it's like thinner streaks with the silver. Now, something is eating on her. Now, this one is, when I got her, she was kind of almost like that. And I said, you know what, I didn't want to cut her off. And I'm not cutting her off because we got to learn how to love the imperfections. Everybody is always searching for perfection, but we got to embrace the imperfection in ourselves, in the things that we enjoy. Everything and everyone is not perfect. And the sooner we accept that, the better off we'll be mentally, I think. So this one, I guess a life lesson from Pam. So anyway, you guys, right here, this is the latest leaf. I think she's trying to start to harden off. She's still soft, but it pissed me off, honestly, because of this. Like, guys, why? I don't even know what ate on that, honestly. But if y'all know, can y'all let me know, please? Because I looked over this plant. I don't see anything going on with her. So I'm wondering if this is this one, could this be a humidity issue? That's 1. 2, could it be a deficiency issue? And I'm almost wanting to try a deficiency issue. And the reason why is because she's growing where my other anthuriums are growing. They're kind of grouped together for the majority, and they're not going through this. So I'm thinking it may be a nutrient thing with her. But nonetheless, you guys, I do love this plant. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Plant number 2, you guys, this plant has been growing in my sunroom, and you've seen her all the time, I believe, or at least the majority of the time when I do my videos in here with you. And she usually be over here, depending on the angle of the camera. Maybe y'all don't see her all the time, but I see her all the time, and she does a great impact on my heart, which is why she's number 2. And that is my Anthurium. Oh, let me make sure. Clanervium, you guys. I am in awe and love this plant. This plant is absolutely gorgeous. She has some crispiness of the leaves, and some of the leaves, and some she does not yet. So I don't know. I do have a humidifier in here that's set at a certain time. Oh my gosh, you guys, and I feel roots at the bottom. Look at that root right there. It may be time to change out this pot, but I'm not doing that just yet, unless she decides that if she starts declining. But I don't think she's root bound. Again, just because you see a root coming out of the pot may not necessarily mean that she's root bound. Anyway, and she's growing this leaf right here. She just put out this leaf, and I love watching them grow, because they come out, guys. I don't want to snap her, but you see, let me turn her around to the front because I'm not breaking this plant, but you see how small she is, and it's like a slight, what is that, copper tone hue to it. It's such a beauty. And you literally can watch her 2 days later, and she'll size up, and then she size up, And it's really remarkable about just the beauty of nature in itself, how something starts off this way, but then it ends up looking like this. And I'm trying my best to hold her up. I got her on that ring like trellis thing, some clamps, and I wanted to hold her up as much as I can, but her petioles is not as pliable as I would want, and I'm afraid of snapping, so I'm just leaving some of it be. But you guys, oh gosh, she is beautiful, and I love her. Now my number one, you guys, I gotta make wave, make room, bring her over. Oh, I love her. This Anthurium is, I never knew how much I could love a plant until you just get one and you experience that aha moment with a plant. And that's just exactly what I got with this plant. She was a small specimen, but now she's making big impact. She must be liking what I'm doing, and I'm not going to change it. And guys, I gotta show you. I just love her. This right here. Oh, this is my Anthurium Silver Blush crossed with Dorekii. I hope I said that name correctly. You guys, the shape of the leaves, that silverness. This leaf right here, you guys, it has not, this is the latest leaf, by the way, and she has not hardened off yet. So that means she may still increase slightly with size, but she definitely has made a big increase. This was the leaf that grew before that leaf, I believe. Or is it this one? I can't remember the pattern of how they grow, but it could very well have been this. But look at this, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, she is so beautiful. She's like an S tier plant for me. She really is. Look at that. Such a beaut. And I really am glad that I changed her in the substrate that I did. She is thriving and she is loving. And this is my substrate that I don't think I'm going to change out. Now, Leca Pond Spag. LPS. Remember that, LPS. Leca, Pond, and Spag. So the reason why I do this, you guys, is because Pond is just so expensive. Now, I know you may be thinking, why don't you just use the Leca, all of the Leca, and it's cheaper, which I would. But honestly, you guys, I've tried growing certain plants in Leca by itself, and I was not successful with it at all. Isn't that crazy? Like, why is that? So I'm too afraid to even chance that theory with that. So I said, I have to change it up. And I really like Pond, growing things in Pond, but because it's so expensive, and y'all see the kind of plants I got going on in here. I can't afford that, honestly. And I wouldn't even want to if I wouldn't want to try even if I could afford it, because I just think that's just a little bit too much. So I use this as my stretch method, you know. And believe it or not, it's working. Look at her roots. She likes it. And you know what? Another thing too that I think is kind of cool with the Spag, I feel like the Spag, and I could be wrong, but maybe I could be on to something too, that the Spag is providing some form of humidity for the plant. So as this dries out or becomes dry, it's evaporating that water, a mist right around her roots. And that could be the thing that she likes and the things that she needs. I'm not sure. She is getting nothing but just artificial lighting, but she is loving it. Also too, I was thinking about wrapping moss around here, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't want to do that when I feel like I don't have enough knowledge with that. Sometimes I feel like when I jump the gun to do what I see others do, it's not the best outcome for Pam. So I have to figure out things that Pam would do, as all of us should really. And you wonder why stuff doesn't work out for you, because it was never designed for you to begin with. So you have to find out what exactly works for your plant collection. And that's what I'm learning. So I don't want to put any spag around here. I feel like I would rot the base out for some reason. I just feel like, for me. Now the thing, this is funny, you guys. Look. You see that? This is a alocasia. And I think... I don't know if I had a cord and just popped it in here, guys. Sometimes I do that. Be like, oh, I'm just going to plant it in this or plant it in that and see if it grows. And I think I did do this, but what I don't know is I don't know which one it is. So I'll find out if she matures, or I don't know if she's going to die off, but she's growing in there. And I think that's kind of funny. But and if she gets big or do something magical, I'll have to just dig her out and that'll be okay. But that was like a little fun treat. But anyway, anthuriums. So yeah, those are my rankings of anthuriums, and I do have some more coming, but I guess maybe that'll be a conversation for another video somewhere down the line. I wanted to try a different shade, and I'm not going to go into it wild like I did with the Hoyas, because I'm learning my lesson slowly with the Hoyas. Like, pull back with the buying of the Hoyas. You know, you have to have a limit. But that is also another conversation for another video as well. So yeah, y'all let me know if you are you an anthurium collector? What part of the anthurium sparks your love? Why are you on that bus? What anthurium out there that you would love to get a hold of, and why? You know, please, I love reading your thoughts. Keep them coming. So this ends this video, you guys. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planty things, I cannot stress it enough. Subscribe and push those thumbs up. Thank you so much. It's been helping my channel out tremendously. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.